friends, welcome to my channel JB's Crochet, and I am Amber, and today it is Vlogust day 6. I know I said yesterday in my last video that I wasn't going to do these daily ones, or at least I didn't think I was. Keywords. I don't think I will. But yes, I am a woman. Hear me roar. I will change my mind at a drop of a hat. And can you tell the difference from yesterday today? I was literally in a tank top yesterday. Hot, humid, and uncomfortable. With AC, thankfully, from our camper. But the temperatures have dropped 20 plus degrees since yesterday. We are supposed to be 21 degrees cooler than we were yesterday. So mid-ish 70s, but currently we're sitting at mid-ish 60s. So I am in my house and it's a little cold in here. I'm a I'm a wimp when it comes to being cold, and so I have on a new to me sweatshirt that my husband didn't want to anymore. I think it was either too small for him or it was one of the ones he just didn't wear. I'm not usually, I don't mind my pullover ones, but I was cold. I was like, I'm gonna put it on. So I actually have an update to my cat's Meow blanket. I think I said in my video yesterday, if I remember right, that I was not going to frog anymore. Well, I kind of did, because I only had 2 rows done. So it was like, it takes me all like 30 minutes, literally, to put those 2 rows back in. I think, something like that. I was able to frog it out and redo it all within an hour. Like, and that was having to put it down a couple times. So, yeah, I actually restarted it, or probably, gosh, let's see, 1, 2, this might be my 5th time restarting it, but I think this is the last time I'm restarting it. So the way it was before I frogged it yesterday, it was 6.5mm crochet hook on the foundation row and a 5mm on the, a 5mm on the knotted half double crochet. I couldn't think of the word I wanted to use. So I actually, like I said, once I frogged it out and went back to redo it again, I picked up my 6mm hook and I went ahead and I knew that the foundation row would only come out to about 33-ish inches. And it did. So I did the foundation row in a 6mm, and then I did a row in the knotted half double crochet in a 5.5. So I only reduced it by half a hook size. And it's measuring at 38 inches with 1 row on it. I'm hoping that as I grow the blanket, it won't get any bigger. However, I'm sitting here thinking, I just read somebody's comment from the video that posted this morning, that theirs kept growing as they kept getting wider as they made it. Not necessarily like a huge amount of width, and it's not like it's going like this, you know, kind of growing. It's just the stitches are like, I don't know, it's like they have air in them and they just go, you know, and they create like 5 inches. It's crazy how doing two half double crochets together the way you do them, my brain just can't wrap around the anatomy of how that makes it increase in size, especially when you're going down a hook size or more. Like, so I really don't have, I can show you what I have going. Make sure I pick this up right. Why is it on? Did I not drop that on the right side? Oh, you know what? Never mind. That is the tail. I need to sew these tails in so they don't confuse me like that again. Okay, But I'm really loving these colors together. So again, not an update in the sense of showing you any progress, but this is what it looks like for a 6.5 millimeter, or sorry, a 6 millimeter foundation row and a 5.5 doing the stitches. So, and an update on the power. We are still without power, but that's okay. We're okay. And get this, we went 5 days with 2 generators going, one big one and a smaller one. And they've both been working fantastically fine, for the most part. And this morning, the day that it decides to be cooler, our big gen goes, ugh. It literally just deflates, and it's just done. It runs for about, anywhere from, I don't know, this morning it ran for about 10 minutes after he hooked it up the way he hooked it up. He redid it. He put the big gen back on the house and the little, and we just were unhooking the camper for the next few days because the temperatures are going to be cool enough that we'll be fine in the house, aside from the humidity. That's the only issue, is I don't think my husband's going to want to sleep in humid. Yes, it's going to be cool, but it's going to be humid. And even though it's the cooler temperatures with humidity almost suck as bad as being hot and humid. You're just not sweating, but you're sticky. And I don't know. That's just not... Anyway. So it ran anywhere from 10 minutes to an hour or so, because I've had to... It shut down 3 times this morning since 5:30 when he started it up, and it is now... I keep looking at my clocks like it's going to tell me the time, but there's no power to them. It's 9 o'clock. So in 3.5 hours, I had to do the math for a second. I haven't had any caffeine this morning. We have caffeinated beverages in our fridge, and I'm just like, I'm kind of over them, and I want to go get something else. But that means I have to leave the kids here at the house, which is fine. Because they're old enough to be on their own, at least the 2 older ones for the most part. It's the youngest one, but you know, he has his 2 older siblings to keep an eye on him. Anyway, so that is my update to the Cat's Meow blanket. I really do think I'm going to make, I keep saying with certain projects I'm going to make another one, but I really feel like this is going to be one I make another one of, because I want to make it. Yes, these are colors I would make it in, but I'm going to make it probably in different colors. I've been trying to shop my stash and see what colors I would do. I was thinking, I don't know, I was thinking of doing a Karen Jumbo, because I want to do a nice soft yarn. I want to do the same yarn for both yarns. Because like with this one, I think the big twist is a little bit thicker than the red heart that I'm using. Excuse me, but for sure it's softer. A lot softer. And I feel like I'd enjoy it even that much more if, excuse me, I got hiccups and burps and all kinds of things going on. I would enjoy it that much more if I had no size constraints on it, and using the same yarn for both colors. Like the same brand of yarn, not necessarily the same colors, because I want to do contrasting colors like this. I would like to try to do a variegated and a solid, or do 2 separate colors. You know, I don't know. I haven't decided yet, but I do have some ideas in my stash of using. I have different things to use. And I wanted to mention, I appreciate you guys leaving the comments that you do. They really do brighten my day, that I inspire you to do things, or that you enjoy my content. And I'm sorry if I'm a broken record with this, and I probably will be. But I can't drop things sometimes. Like, I just have to keep saying thank you, and I'm so blessed to have amazing people that follow me. I am still planning on doing a celebration live at some point. I just need to figure out when. I don't know. I just need to pick a day and do it. And just be like, look, husband, this day of this month at this time, I'm going to be doing a live with my friends on YouTube, and we're going to have a good time. And just be like, you know, you got the kids and dinner for the night. That way I don't have to worry about, you know, making sure everybody's fed and, you know, taken care of before we have our fun. But, I mean, I'm a mom. I still do that. That's just part of our nature to do that. So, well, I really don't know what else to tell you because I just updated you yesterday. We were going to start school today, but... And the only reason I have lights on in here is I turned the fan off in here and turned the lights on because I'm trying to not run a whole bunch of stuff at one time because we are on the smaller generator. So I do kind of have to conserve what I run. I could get laundry done at home today in the washer, my husband said, but then I have to dry it. I have, like, our deck railing is wires, so I could technically in theory hang up our stuff on there, but there's a lot, and there's not enough railing, and I don't really want to drag it to a laundromat. And I know I have neighbors I could walk up to and be like, can I use your laundry room? But I don't want to. I mean, I don't know, I just have a hard time doing it. I don't know if that's a pride thing or what, but it just, I'm trying to hold out hope that we'll get power back sooner than we think. Because as of right now, August 6th, yeah, because this is day 6 for August. And I know I missed the first, like, 4 days. You know, been a little preoccupied, but it's fine. We'll go from here. So as of August 6th, today, which is Monday, an automated phone call came through on my husband's phone. No, today's Tuesday. Yesterday was Monday. Goodness gracious. Tuesday, August 6th. Because I was like, my husband came home from work and told me this, and he wouldn't have worked 2 days ago, because 2 days ago was Sunday, and he didn't work on Sunday. Yesterday he went to work. And I'm pretty sure he came home from work and said, yeah, because I don't think OPPD would have called us on over the weekend. But I'm pretty sure he came home from work yesterday and said, well, I got bad news. I was like, well, he goes, how long do you think it'll be before we get power back now? And I was like, oh, another week? I wasn't wrong. This Friday is their estimated goal to having power restored to us. So it could be today or it could be Friday. It could be any time between today and Friday or further out. I think they're finding that some of the damage to the power grid in certain areas was a little more extensive than what they expected. So it's taking longer for them to get it fixed, which is, I mean, look, I am not bashing those line workers and the power line workers and stuff. Like, they have set procedures for a reason, to keep them safe and to get things done efficiently and correctly and make sure it's, you know, once it's fixed to a permanent fix. It's not something they have to come back necessarily and fix again later, you know, like it's fixed for good for, you know, until the foreseeable future of something happening or breaking down or whatever. So I give high praise and grace and mercy to all those out there working to restore our power. Yes, it sucks not having it, but I mean, I can't sit here and complain about it and make them work any faster. So it's like, I might as well just do, you know, I just had it in my head. I might as well just go about my day as best I can. And we're still, look, I'm here, I'm talking, I'm breathing, I'm awake, I'm alive. I had breakfast this morning. I have not had caffeine yet, but I will remedy that as soon as I'm done recording this. My kids are still able to play video games, much to their amazement, or their, you know, amusement, or makes them happy, you know? And like I said, we could be doing school right now, but they're just as, I wouldn't say stressed out as mommy and daddy, but they're troopers too. You know, they're living through this too. They're doing as best as they can for kids. Now, I am not going to let them sit on their Nintendos and PlayStation or their games all day, because it is nice outside. They need to get outside and play. Like, they need to. They're kids. They just need to. It makes them happier humans. And if we have happier little humans, we have happier bigger humans. So, you know, and so that's the kind of outlook I try to look at things. Like, yes, it irritates me. Yes, it frustrates me. Yes, it makes me sad, or whatever the emotion happens to be. But I try to look at it as, you know what? It's either going to make me stronger. I'm going to come out the other side alive, you know, or, and, you know, to be honest, if I don't, I know where I'm going. I believe I will be in heaven when my physical body is just no longer able to be here. So I don't mean to be like a Debbie Downer or anything like that, but I just want to let you know that's just who I am. You know, I try to look at, I get angry. Don't get me wrong. If you've watched my previous videos from a few months or weeks, several weeks ago, I have my moments with my kids. I get angry with them, you know, and I get angry at the world. I get angry at, I'm a very defensive driver. You know, if I feel wronged, even if I'm not necessarily, I have my moments. I'm human. I will lash out, and I regret it the moment it happens. I go, oh, why did I do that? You know, like, but, you know, we fight with our flesh every day. And I'm not trying to make this a sermon or anything, and I apologize for that. You know, I'm actually going to end this video here soon and get to working on this, because I am glad you know, let me say this. I was about to say I've been itching to crochet. And I'm sitting here thinking, as I'm trying to say that, and it wasn't coming out, I'm like, you know what? Actually, no. I'm glad that God put forth in my path a couple days of nothing, of not being able to, not necessarily not being able to, but just not having the passion or the motivation or the energy to do it, or, you know, with it being hot and humid, being sticky and not being as easily able to do it, right? I'm kind of glad that happened, because now that it's nice out and cool out, I'm like, I really want to sit here and crochet now. Like, I actually have that craving, so to speak, you know, like I'm craving it today, where I wasn't necessarily the last couple days. I was starting to a little bit yesterday, but today is definitely stronger than it has been. And I think that was what I needed. So Marianne, if you make it this far, take a couple days off. It's not going to hurt anything. If we don't finish it or focus it on it Friday, progress or projects done, so what? We're human. Take a break. Take a couple days off. Get your room all rearranged, you know, your bed and stuff fixed and put together. Take a few days off from crocheting. Doesn't mean you're quitting. Just take a break. You know, yes, I feel like we as creators, content creators on YouTube, feel like we need to put out content. But look, I sat here for 20 minutes just jabbering on about whatever. So, if you are just feeling, not necessarily burnt out, but you know what, who cares? Just, like I said, we're all human. Just take a few days off. If it's 1 day, 2 days, 3 days, just like a weekend's worth of of a break. You know how a weekend kind of sort of, it refreshes you a little bit for the work week? Well, I can't really relate to that because I haven't had a job in 20 years since I've been married, and that's another blessing that I'm thankful for. Which reminds me, I need to record a Thankful Thursday video. I might as well do that as soon as I'm done with this one. So you're gonna see this video today, and then you'll see me in this same getup for Thursday morning, because I need to get that done. That is my need. Yes, I do need to do that, because I feel like it's forcing me to look at my surroundings and to kind of sit back and look around and be like, what can I be grateful for today, you know? Oh my goodness, I sound like I've got it all together. I don't. I really don't. Like, I really hope we get power back soon. Like, yes, okay, here's my thinking. As long as I have this attitude about it, it's not going to bring me down as far as it really could, you know? And I mean, and like I keep saying, it could be a lot worse. We could have absolutely no power, no generators. There are people out there that have had no access to generators, and we have been blessed to have 2. And a camper that we've been able to sleep in with AC. Yes, the first night we didn't sleep in the camper, but the next, I think the last 4 nights we've been in the camper. So, yeah. No, I'm not all there. But yeah, I'm trying to keep the attitude about it that it's gonna be back to normal again. And we're all good. We're all happy. We all have smiles on our face for the most part. Unless you're my husband and I text you and tell you that the generator decides to shut off again. He's like, oh, let's just say he messaged me back with how's Jax put it, a dirty word, a wordy dude, dirty word. You know, he wasn't happy. He's like, why after 5 days does that thing, like, well, and this is when I was talking to him, it runs for 5 days in the heat, hot sun, 90 plus degrees, for 5 days with no issues, a full bore, no issues. And on the day that we have a lot cooler temperatures, it decides to just take a break. Oh well, we have the smaller one, and so we still, like, again, a blessing. We have a generator, we can still have minimal power on and keep our refrigerator running, and I have a light on in here right now. So, oh my goodness, I need to get off here and go get myself a drink. I have delayed it long enough, and I need to get a Thankful Thursday video done, and I want to crochet, and I can't do that while I'm talking. So, I hope you guys have a great day, and don't forget, it is a beautiful day, no matter what the sky looks like outside, to be kind and positive, and to go out and make beautiful things. I'll see you guys on the next video, friends. Have a great day. Bye.